Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Nearsight, where we take a short-sighted view of world affairs, put them under the microscope, and blow them up out of all proportion. I'm Belinda Botherby, and tonight I'd like to introduce you to Dr. Seymour Twaddle, a world expert in gibberish. Good evening, Professor Twaddle, and welcome to Nearsight.
Good eventide, and thank you for having me.
Professor, can you tell us in a few words what interested you in perfecting your ability to speak twaddle? I'm terribly sorry, Professor. I mean, when you first began speaking gibberish.
Well, that's an interesting topic. I actually come from a long line of gibberers, and to me it comes quite naturally. For many generations, my family's been involved in the legal system, education, great houses of learning, and in fact, politics at state and federal level. We also have family members in the church. Of course, not to mention very well-known people in the media.
I see.
Lots of journalists speak gibberish.
Could you give us an example of some of the people who have benefited from your vast experience?
Well, you know, we like to keep some things confidential, of course, but it's quite easy to sort the wheat from the chaff, isn't it? Let me just say, some of my best friends are politicians. Confuse them with hyperbole, I say. You notice I never quite answer the question, and I'm never wrong.
And what conclusions have you come to after all your years of research?
Well, it's the age-old art of smoke and mirrors, cloak and daggers, hyperbole and verbiage. And hyperbole, so to speak, useful in all sorts of situations. I'm really most comfortable in the area of ontological studies, although I do dabble in economics, I must say.
I see.
And psychology and psychiatry is a particular favourite of mine.
Have you come across many others who share your abilities or who understand your ideas?
Yes and no. In a manner of speaking, when it's all said and done, we can never really be sure what the final outcome will be. When all the cards are placed on the table, so to speak, we can never really be sure in the last analysis. We may never know, so to speak.
And what would you say to those people who haven't the faintest idea what you're talking about?
Well, basically, I'd say, don't worry about it. Really.